data.
Why did you do that?
You guys overloaded the system.
That was a sick ending.
It does that when the
It's too bad.
It does that when the videos end, so get ready to hear that a lot today.
It's like the video's over alarm. Anyways, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. This is our 4th annual Game Days, but the first year we've done an extra panel event at a hotel, so thank you guys very much.
Hey, this is huge for us. Really, thank you so much. All of it.
So, we got food in the back. We'll see you later. That's it.
Were there a lot of people that went to the other Marriott?
Oh, yeah.
Really? A lot of people? Wow. Sorry.
Well, you made it. You all made it? Yeah.
I didn't know there was more than one of these.
I noticed all those hands were in the back of the room. Sorry.
But seriously, thank you guys so much. This is not only, again, like what he said, Game Days event, but it's also our 10th anniversary. And so we're really excited about it. I can't believe it made it this long. So we thought maybe to kind of kick things off, unless there's any other stuff you want to say before we start.
No, go for it. Kick it off. I do want to say the Beatles broke up after 10 years.
But they made some really good albums before they did, and I'm still waiting to make something good.
One good album.
We might have a couple more years.
All right. Everybody got a special Disneyland map. Check it out. It's got a scavenger hunt on it. You don't even need to hang out with us tomorrow. You can just take that map. Have your own Game Days. The art was done by Jason Cryer. Job well done. Will you just put a hand in the air? Just put your hand up in the air. There it is.
Recently we announced we're going to do a Blu-ray box set with all our stuff. And he did the art for the cover, and it looks awesome. And someone else did the art is Robert. Where's Robert? Cheeto. He did a bunch of art for it, and that was great too. And so did Emily. And we'll talk about who's here. We'll talk about who's here in a minute.
Yeah, forget that.
Forget that. For right now, I just want to say thanks again. I just want to let everybody know I saved just specifically for this day. I've had this jacket forever, and then Kevin, while we were at PAX, I think, Kevin messaged me. He said, "Hey, I'm at Disneyland right now. They have the matching pants. I was like, get them. I'll save them for Game Days."
Look how, oh my God. One down in a row, do a little twirl, come on back. So proud of himself. Let's do Disneyland pants, ladies and gentlemen.
You gotta see it. This is the way it was meant to be seen. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Brian told me this is how I should stand and talk for the day. Here it is. Thanks for coming to the panel. I don't know about those videos. Sorry, that's all I got. Anyway, I wanted to actually shout out a few people who are here. Again, we pointed some of the artists that were here, and then Frank came up. So hi, Frank. Thank you. Frank is here. Frank is doing some more stuff. I want to say thank you. Now, I heard, I haven't met him. Yeah, we'll see if this is confirmed or not. But here, Royce might be here. Royce, what? Is that true? Hey, Royce, it's up to you. You don't have to. Would you want to come up here? It's up to you.
Yeah!
I want to say a few words about Royce. Royce is You're just gonna stand here as a shower.
He is so great.
Royce is one of the hardest working guys we have ever met in the entire 10 years. And without even asking him, he is constantly archiving stuff that we've done, and like, even when just people watching our live show say like, oh wow, yeah, this reminds me of that one show they did, Royce will know what it is and immediately link them to that. He is seriously has been so incredible to us and to everyone who watches our show and everything like that. It is such an honor. Seriously.
He is so valuable to us.
He is.
We have asked him to do this. He started all on his own, and he's very good at it.
And I had no idea you were going to be here. How did you keep that under wraps?
Responding to people's tweets and Facebook messages.
Was that hard? That was difficult to do, I imagine.
Not really.
Anyway, it is so great to have you here. I'm so glad that you came.
Royce goes above and beyond. Like on my birthday, he'll post like a video like from the podcast moment that happened like 3 years ago when G and the kids were all there with me. It's like this really.
You should
cool
have a
thing.
remember off with Royce.
You start wrestling contest with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like,
Gladly.
It would be a massacre.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's great to have you here. I didn't mean to drag you up here.
yeah, but Royce, thank you. We'll say thank you.
Thank you so much. And also, I will add, in addition to that, I've said this before, Roy, you sound like a young Rod Serling. You really do. He does.
Beautiful voice.
You posted those videos, didn't you, when we were doing narrations? Those are good. Look up, your personal channel is still, okay, it is now. All right. But if you look him up, he actually did impersonations of Rod Serling, so you'll know I'm right. You won't know the difference. You won't know who's who. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you, Royce.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to open the floor up for some Q&A. We have actually, that's a wireless mic, so we're going to have to share microphones.
Hey,
Hi.
I had a question about the Aquabat Super Show. How did, like, when you're dealing with that, is it harder because you're working on like a network there's a lot more restrictions, or were you given a pretty good, amount of leeway?
I feel like we get a lot of leeway, but actually with the Aquabat Super Show, all of those bits are scripted. They're written and reviewed and edited long before they're passed on to us. So whatever's on the page, that's what we film.
Although we did write the last two. We wrote, there was one we did for a temple, Hidden Temple Garage playset, and then Mealarang that aired. We did actually write those ourselves.
Yeah.
They didn't give us any notes on anything until they just outright rejected the Temple one, which is on the DVD that's in everyone's bag. There's a copy of that in there. And they were mad because the garage door closing could have hurt a kid or something. But that didn't happen until like the day before it was going to air. The network just went,
Yeah, that wasn't them.
Yeah,
that was really their lawyers kind of freaking out.
Yeah.
But even, the ones we wrote were still approved, so it's not like we're improving them on the spot.
Yeah. So they're pretty cool, generally. I want to say thank you, Eric, for filming this and everything that Eric
I feel like with the course of us doing this the last 10 years, like we've really inherited like a huge family. Like it's like really cool how like we have so many of our friends and like now fans that become friends. It's like a really cool atmosphere. So really like from the bottom of our hearts, like thank you all of you. You make this possible for us. So really, really thank you.
Yourselves around as well.
Yes, yeah. And for you.
Cool. All right. First question. Second question.
All right, good to meet you guys again. The question is, after 10 years, especially after watching the redone segments for the first episode, what do you think about skits that you don't really like at the beginning but end up having a really long lifespan? And in the same vein, have you ever had a skit that you thought was going to go like big and last forever, and ended up just being kind of a flash in the pan and so that sort of stuff. Especially because you're doing skits now for game trailers, and you did for IGN, that are very topical and very fast. And not really long-lasting.
Yeah, that is a good question. I feel like it's always hard to tell what skits are going to be popular, and often, I think it's, you know, when you think a skit is good, if you have confidence in a skit, it usually is well received. But there's a lot of times where, me personally, I just think a skit really sucks, and it's terrible, and it gets a ton of views, and I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what is so popular about it. About, like, I can't pinpoint what resonates in those certain skits, and I wish I could, because we've made some skits. I think we talked about our Consoles Then and Now video often. Like, that got 1 million views on YouTube, and we really were not expecting that, because it's us sitting in a corner. We look like crap. We're not doing
Yeah, that was just.
I don't think any of us like shaved or even like took a shower.
I think that's the epitome. That video is, to me, is the epitome of I don't care about this. Wait, it got like 80 bajillion views. Why? Okay, great. I mean, I get why it came at a topical time, and like Reddit grabbed onto it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like I don't even like we worked so much harder. That video took 20 minutes tops. But it goes to show you sometimes don't overthink it. You know what I mean? Like the concept was there, just do it. You know. So I don't know. I think that's a good example of that. But I think there are some videos that I was super proud of that like no one found. And to me, the best example of that, personally, I don't know what you guys think, but the Dreamcast Noir video. That was one that I was like, I hope this goes far. Like I'm really proud of this. And I'm like, oh, when it ends, like that to me is a perfect video. And yeah. To this day, it doesn't have that many views.
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with finding what's going to resonate with people right now. And people, like the public, they're kind of in the mood for certain videos at certain times, and it's just about trying to be in tune with your audience. But it's hard, so you just got to go with your gut, and it's tricky sometimes. So, yeah, we don't know. We don't know what makes our videos work.
Well, they do work, so.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, here, to another 10 years.
Thank you.
Hi guys, thank you for this special treat. This is awesome. I was wondering, is there any chance there may be someday uncensored audio for the movies, for the DVDs? Uncensored commentary, possibly?
The commentary we don't censor that, but the episodes are we still maintain usually bleeps and stuff just because that was how we initially went into it. It was going to be for public access, so we had done that. Every now and then there'll be a video where we go, look, it's funnier without that, you can't. So we'll leave it unbleeped. But I don't know, for the most part, a lot of times it's like...
Yeah, it was originally intended for television, so I think we kind of try to maintain that status quo.
All right.
And sometimes bleeping is funnier.
Yeah.
When you don't know what's being said.
If I may ask one more, when is Volume 4 coming out?
Never. Well, that's a heavy question.
You know, like everyone I showed ahead of time, when we remade the first episode?
Yeah, I thought it was version 4.
As soon as I hit play and it came up and it was like a new thing, oh, I knew it! You're going to show the first one for version 4! No, stop. I don't know.
All right.
We don't know.
We can't say. I know for a long time we've been saying that we've been working on stuff secretly, and unfortunately we have, and it's just been taking a long time. And it's kind of held us up from completing our 4th season, but it's on its way.
I thought we'll be able to talk about it sooner than later, so we can tell you what we've been doing, because it is something. So.
It's something.
Thank you.
Trust us.
Thank you.
Okay. I wanted to ask, after 10 years, looking back, what's your favorite moment with Mega64 and all that?
Oh, my favorite moment, I think, was our GDC where we got to work with Miyamoto, because that was a really big breakthrough moment for us, I feel like. And yeah, that was a really special night.
There was a moment when we showed it, and it was the applause after the video.
Yeah,
I've never
funny.
heard that in my life. There's a video of it on YouTube, actually. Someone this reaction to that, and it was deafening applause.
It was an arena full of people all going crazy over that. And not only in addition to that, but then the video went online hours later or the next morning or whatever, and the response to it was insane.
Yeah.
And I've never seen, and to this day, even all these years later, I've never seen reaction to a video like that where, I mean, you guys know how the internet is, and everyone will find some reason to tear something down, or whatever. That's just inherent with it, and it's fine. But that was the one time where I didn't get one thing that was, wow, stupid, you know, or this song, you know, whatever. It was like, I just got so many emails that were like, I never smiled so big when I clicked something. You know what I mean? I got so many emails that were like really positive, and that was like, it was like 24 hours of just like, wow. Like that whole like day was really special to me. I think that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
If I may, can I ask one more question?
Sure.
What's your favorite poop sack moment?
Poop sack moment. Poop sack is the guy who calls into our podcast. Everybody loves him.
Well, the names.
Well, yeah, but okay, I guess this is about the guy then. So we'll talk about him.
I don't know. When he sent me a picture when he was in Vegas. Hey, sorry, I'm really drunk in this photo, and it's him flipping off the clothes place that sells their shirts after hours.
The story he just told about the girl. With no thumb.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that.
He said she was a 9.
Yeah, he told us a story. If you missed his most recent story, he shook hands with a girl who was missing a thumb and didn't realize it, and criticized her for having a weak handshake.
She was really hot, and besides the thumb, she was a 9. So you shouldn't use that number.
Well, yeah, she's a 9. I thought that was a funny story.
He explained the joke to the camera. That was the best part. He's wonderful. Anyway.
Okay,
Thanks.
Hey guys, fan of your guys' work. The GDC 2010 commercial #1 is one of my favorite videos.
We're like party bro guys?
Yes,
oh,
yes,
cool.
that one. I love that. Any like just general or behind the scenes commentary about that one?
Yeah, actually, I feel like there's a lot to say about that.
We did. That's on our Time Travelers DVD, and we did like a commentary on it. So maybe there'd be some. I mean, they're watching it next door. But yeah, I don't know. They last minute asked us to. We've always done videos for the GDC Awards every year, and then they were like, "We actually want to put some promos out to let people know about the show. Could you do those?" And so we did those real quick. We were just on a green screen yelling, and. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was like, I remember I had started watching Jersey Shore on Netflix. I had started watching it just to check it out, and I ended up falling in love with Jersey Shore. Like, I was obsessed with it. Yeah, hey, it's okay to clap. Jersey Shore rules. And like, this party mentality was so funny to me, and I was like, this is so entertaining. We have to like, take this and like, what if these Jersey Shore guys were obsessed with video games? And it really resonated with a lot of people. And even when we were downtown, people loved us. Like, we thought we were dressed over the top and too gaudy, but apparently we just fit right in. Yeah. People were like, yo, these guys, they want to party. People were like following us around while we were filming it.
So, yeah, there you go. That's true.
It was a gift.
You didn't even buy it.
I've always wanted to know what's the thought process behind like Halloween costumes and panel costumes, because you guys come up with some ridiculous stuff, and I want to know, was it something that's planned, or is it, I have the best idea?
It is, I walk into the costume closet 5 minutes before I start filming going, I'm going to wear that, and I'm going to be barely legal.
We have a huge overstuffed costume closet with all kinds of crazy crap in there, and no costume is complete. It's like the pants to one costume, and the shirt to another costume, and the hat to a third one. So we just kind of go in there, and we come out with this jumbled thing, and give ourselves a name.
I had a costume for this last one. It was a duck costume, and then I had Rocco's huge like card jacket all over the place. I was the money to be Lucky Duck, but it was so fucking hot I couldn't breathe. So I was like, I can't do this the whole hour. So.
See, Sean goes for like punny.
Oh, the worst possible pun.
That's the best thing ever.
And then Derek will have a
best.
thing that usually maybe it might be non-sequitur.
For Halloween, I just want to be like Dracula or a mummy.
Yeah, but I do have a specific thought process when I pick a costume.
Oh, I know your thought process. I'm gonna take my pants off and paint my face
But here's the thought process. It goes beyond that. It's deeper and richer.
That's just the beginning.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. When I look at a costume, I think to myself, what would make the average person see me on the street and go, oh, fuck you. Like just offensive to the eyes. That's what I go for. Something that will just make them go, I don't even want to talk to this guy.
Well, just so that is taking your pants off and painting your face weird.
Exactly, see? So that's the origin.
I think my my favorite costume you've ever done was when you went as trash.
Yeah.
I'll never top that.
And you know what's funny is that costume kind of came apart at Anime Expo, and it was just, I was kind of exposed, but you didn't see anything. It wasn't whatever. It was just, see it. So in the panel video, it still didn't look very good. So in the panel video, I blocked it out. I put a censor bar over it. But you didn't really see anything. But I don't know, I just thought that would be funny to include that. And then I have gotten so many messages in the years past. I can't believe you. You showed your dick to the whole There were kids there. They didn't really. It just didn't look good.
You know, I was editing this last podcast, and I'm thinking, as an editing, like, I'm sitting next to Rocco,
And he's wearing briefs. And I'm right next to him, and I don't think that doesn't faze me anymore. Like, that's so often with my hands off. It's just like, whatever, I'll do this underwear again. It's so often, all the time, Rocco. Just go naked. It's 2013, you gotta raise the ante.
No, that's too much. Leave no mystery.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, I was wondering if you guys have any like videos you guys filmed, but like your computer like blue screened or like a hard drive broke and it's just like lost forever.
How funny. You have excellent timing. This whole last week when we put out a recent video, just one of our game trailers yesterday about Batman, the new Batman video, and that, yeah, we had like a brand new computer blue screen and die during that thing, so we had to do our best quickly for that. But we've had the only thing we really lost other than that, I know we did a Dreamcast rap video for like version 1 10 years ago, and we had to like re-edit that. But other than that.
All right, thanks. Thank you.
What's up? I was wondering, in all of your years as Mega64, if you have any memorable moments where jokes went completely flat.
Jokes went completely flat.
I remember we had to re-edit an episode and cut out the part where Horatio tells the world to do something. Because it wasn't funny and it was just really vulgar. And we screened it like 10 times, and every time it just sucked it down.
And every time it was like, that's so rude for him to say that. It's funny. This was just the wrong crowd. We'll show it again later.
Yeah.
And it was just him saying this vulgar thing, and then it was after like the 10th time, it was like,
I guess that's not funny. That was like a sleazeball, cut it.
Thank you.
Hey guys, several years ago, several videos on you put up, a few of you put up a video on your personal account about Jimmy's of Santee. And I just want to know, like, it's funny to see it, but I'm from Oregon, so I've never like seen Jimmy's of Santee. Why did you make those videos? And
I'll tell you what.
This is how dumb we are. We drive past this place. It's only one. There's not like a chain of them. It's Jimmy's. That's it. We are driving past it, and it says, "Check us out on YouTube." And there's a huge sign that says that, and it's like, Jimmy's has a YouTube page. Why? And we saw their video, and it had 5 views, 6 views.
Here's the thing: the banner didn't specifically mention what channel.
No.
It just said Jimmy's of Santee. Check us out on YouTube.
So,
and the whole premise behind that was, well, if you look up Jimmy's of Santee, you'll find their video, because there's no other video on there.
So I drive by that thinking, well, I make a video. I have 25,000 subscribers. My video is top of the list. Let's do that.
Yeah, we're partners, so everyone who drives down the main road of our town, basically it's an ad for our videos.
To this day, I get recognized from that Jimmy's video so often. And it's always an old lady, and you never see it coming. It's like, you're Jimmy's the same? That's you. Yeah, yeah.
You're the guy who goes, who makes the best fucking margarita?
Sees the picture and goes, yeah, fuck Michael's Grill. It's happened more than once.
I do think it's not fair though. We take a lot of credit for the Jimmy's of Santee videos.
Yeah.
My favorite is neither of ours.
Okay.
Garrett made one that for some reason it's him smoking a cigarette on the patio to the Forrest Gump theme. I still don't know why he did that.
The people that eat there obviously love Forrest Gump. I mean, that's like their favorite movie.
We should do a podcast from Jimmy's. We're gonna show the world.
Alright, what's your favorite and least favorite shirt that you've worn under your jumpsuit throughout all the versions?
Oh, favorite shirt? Probably Panda Express uniform. Least favorite shirt? Probably my Office Depot When I was in high school, I had a big kick of like buying shirts from.
That was the thing.
Yeah,
Like
I
Panda
did
Express.
too, because there's episodes where I'm wearing a Kung Pao Enter the Fist shirt.
My look in high school was a button up with lines on it, and it had like 7-Up and Bob. Like I'm Bob and I look at 7-Up. Whoa, like that was my thing.
So there you go.
So that's the short answer.
I'm gonna go buy 7-Up and Bob button up.
Cool.
Wear it to
Nice.
school.
Go ahead.
I don't have a question, but I have a gift for Sean. That's okay.
It seems silly, but Sean loves the Jets so much. He's Tebow. See? Sean loves the Jets.
You would every day Sean comes into work singing Tebow with the Jets, and it's just like get over it.
Wow. Of all things.
Chatfield loves the Jets.
Tebow. Anyways.
First off, I want to apologize ahead of time to Sean and Eric, but I want to ask Rocco about his figures.
All right. So, what was your question? You in the black. What's up? Other guy, you can sit down.
No, what was the question?
All right, fine. What's the question? It was very entertaining.
Who is Red Ass Badass?
It's kicking up a storm.
Eric can answer that.
Radass Badass is a roommate of a friend of a friend. Me and Brian, and he actually went to high school with these guys. Our friend Andrew has a friend named Mario, and they're in a band. And Mario moved into this place, and he lives with a guy named John. And John is he's a little interesting. And, you can find these videos where he makes ramen and then boils the hot dog in the water with the ramen. Sounds good. And then eats it all just like out of like the pot that he makes it in. He has binders full of Demi Lovato pictures. Like that he gets out of magazines or that he'll buy like from eBay. He has a full standee of Demi Lovato. So Mario said, "Hey John, I think you're great and you would be great on camera. Let's make a cop movie starring you." And John can't act, but Mario tells him, "Okay, John, in this scene, you're like mad, and here you go, Chief, I'm done with this department. I'm out of here." And John goes, "Okay." Mario goes, "Action," and John goes, "Chief, the department." Goodbye, Chief. That's it. And Mario goes, "Goal! We got it. Next scene." That's it. And that is Radass Badass. Go check him out on YouTube, please.
Alright, I guess we'll end it on a figure question.
Final question, usually the best question.
We're gonna do some toy talk,
Sets a tone.
some doll discussion.
People will remember this as the final question. So.
I just wanted to know what your favorite figure was from the past, like, of all the figure updates, what's like the one you like the most? Like what
So
figure?
of the ones in recent years, not my whole life.
No, just from the videos.
It's hard to say.
You're real comfortable with those toys.
Might take me a minute. Okay. I really liked Solidus Snake. Yeah. The one that was like that big. Solidus Snake or Figma put out Samus. Metroid. Those are really good.
Yeah.
But if we're talking all time, we're going vintage
Mr. Potato Head.
You bought me this because I was in like probably 4th grade. Gotta go Serpentera. Lord Zed's Zord. Remember? It was like that big ass dragon.
Yeah.
That's all time. That's all time.
It's not Ghostbusters toy.
No. Serpentera perfected the toy.
It's not Teddy Ruxpin or whatever.
No. Serpentera, it's a giant serpent.
Well, that concludes. I want to say thank you to everyone who has come and helped us. Rocco's parents are here. Thank you for so much. And hey, seriously, this is our first time. This is like, you guys took a chance on us by paying for this to get in. Hopefully, it's made it worth it a while. Thank you so much for checking us out.